Hello, welcome to Random Things with BK. I am Harrison, and as you already know, BK. We've been getting some comments from people wondering more about who BK is and how he got started on this love for tools. So, BK, I'm going to ask you a few questions and let the viewing public know a little bit more about you.
Sounds good.
All right, so I understand that you are living in Tennessee.
That's correct.
And you have a wife and two teenagers.
That's correct.
Wow,
That's
so you've got quite a workload there.
Yeah.
So now, were you originally from Tennessee, or?
No, I was born in Michigan, in just outside of Detroit, in Madison Heights. And then when I was 6, I moved to Tennessee. We lived on a couple of different farms, and then we bought our own farm, and in kind of in Middle Tennessee. And so I grew up on a farm.
Okay. And so is that where your love for tools developed, on the farm?
Yeah, I would say that's it. When you live on a farm, there's constantly something to be working on, whether it's tractors or lawnmowers or different farm equipment, fixing barns, fixing sheds, building things, building fences. There's just always something to do. So as a kid, it wasn't necessarily, it was a necessity, sort of, but it's fun when you're a kid, so I grew to love it.
BK, I wanted to ask you, as you grew up on the farm, and you were trial and error with everything you're working on, whether it be the fence posts or whether it was be working on the farm equipment. Did you have anybody, showing you the ropes throughout that process? Showing you, it's like, all right, this is how this is done. This is how this is done.
Yeah, I really did. I was very fortunate to have some really good influences in my life when it comes to this DIY path that I do as a hobby, and for my family and friends. For the mechanical side of things, I had my stepdad, who was with my mom until I was early teens, and Larry taught me all things mechanical, how to troubleshoot, how to work on just about anything manageable with tools, wrenches, all that stuff. We worked on cars all the time, tractors, motorcycles, it didn't matter. That's what he taught me, a lot about that. And then for the woodworking side, my mom remarried when I was in high school, and Bob taught me all about woodworking. I knew rough carpentry skills before that, but Bob owned a cabinet shop, and I worked there for a while in high school, and I learned all kinds of really expanded knowledge about how to use woodworking tools and what those tools are and that type of stuff. That's some stuff I want to do, in our videos coming up sometime. But Bob was a big influence on the woodworking and finishing side of things. And then there's a man named Tim Cantrell, who is actually my brother's father-in-law. But Tim is an excellent guy, and he took the time to teach me and my brother metalworking. He taught us how to weld. He taught us, how to prepare metal for welding, how to paint, how to just a lot of things about metalworking. And all of my metalworking knowledge either came from him or from the trial and error of, doing stuff. But right. He gave me that foundation to be able to do that. And I'll be forever grateful for the time he spent with us teaching us that. So that kind of covers the basis of most of the things I do,
So you had those three men that taught you a specific skill.
Mm-hmm.
You had one that taught you about the engines. You had one that taught you about the woodworking, and then one that taught you about the metal.
Yep. Yeah. And, along the way, I learned some other things from Larry and that, electrical, like wiring an outlet. We did a video on that.
Right, we did.
basic plumbing stuff. Probably Bob probably had some, but you know, for the most part, those are the three areas, and they taught me a lot about that.
So, what was your first tool that you began to use? Do you remember?
I would say probably the first tool that I was like really just set free with was probably a hammer.
Okay.
We would use hammers to, you know, fix fences, because you know you're putting fence staples in and things like that. Maybe some fencing pliers as well, but yeah, probably a hammer was the first tool that I was really let loose with.
And then, all right. So you were on the farm and you were building fences and fixing equipment. All right, but today, what do you think your expertise is? Is it woodworking? Is it working on cars? What do you think your expertise would be?
I would say I'm one of those people that's sort of a jack of a lot of trades, but an expert at none.
Okay.
I have spent a good portion of my life just doing all kinds of things, right? When you live on a farm, and we were really economically depressed or poor, not poor really in the terms of like just in financial sense, right? So we couldn't really hire people to do things for us. So you learn how to do a lot of stuff yourself, right?
Right.
And I have a good base knowledge of a whole lot of different things, but I am not what I would consider an expert tradesman in any of those things, right? You know, just
Okay.
because I just know so many people out there that are that do those things for a living, that have more knowledge and that than I do.
What do you think your weekend? What do you want to learn more about? Art skills.
Yeah, one of the things I'm really trying to expand my skills on is in the, you know, metal shaping and crafting with metal.
Okay.
You've seen me in some of my videos where I do stuff with welding and that, and I can MIG weld and like that, but I'd also like to learn how to TIG weld. It's a much finer skill, you know, and you can weld more metals with TIG welding than you can with MIG welding. I would like to get better at shaping metal too, you know, making patch panels for cars and those type of things. I'm dabbling in that some. We're actually restoring a Jeep TJ right now for one of my nieces. And we're not getting video of this, but I've been building a lot of patch panels and learning how to weld sheet metal and that type of thing. So that's one of the areas. And then I have got some plans and some stuff we'll probably do on the channel that are some finer woodworking stuff, right? It's been a long time since I did that, and I'd like to maybe expand my skills there.
All right, BK. I know you have an exclusive for our subscribers out there. I know that you are going to continue the Random Things with BK channel, but you're also planning another YouTube channel, so you'll have two YouTube channels. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so I think we've done a couple of videos on here of me going off-roading or overlanding. Overlanding is becoming a big passion of mine. It's something I really like to do. It's something that I do with my daughter, Kira, and she has a Jeep and I have a Jeep. And then, of course, a bunch of my friends. And so as the overlanding, off-roading thing is sort of not the same as where the direction we're taking Random Things with more of the DIY and the tool tips and that, I thought it'd be cool to just do a separate channel for it. And that way, you know, the people that are really interested in that type of thing will be able to find us a little easier, and it'll mash up better with what it is. So we're going to be kicking that off pretty soon. We just got back from a trip. When Harrison has the time to edit all that video and get it ready for us, because what you don't know is that Harrison is actually the producer of Random Things with BK and does a fabulous job with our video and all that. So we're going to get that channel up and going. I'm not going to reveal the name yet because I have to do a little more research to make sure that the rights are available to the name that I want to use. But that will be coming very soon, and we'll let you know.
Well, BK, I want to thank you. This was informative and fun, and I hope that the viewers out there got to get to know you a little better.
Yeah, thanks. This was a great idea. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Please like and subscribe. We always are looking for more subscribers for the channel. We'd love it if you shared it with people that you think would enjoy it. Also, it'd be really great if on this particular one, if maybe you gave us some suggestions of some tools that you'd like for us to review or talk about, like if there's a certain kind of saw you want to know about, or we've done some stuff on drills, but there's other drills out there maybe you're wondering. Please just let us know and give us some suggestions, and we'll be happy to pull those videos, do those videos for you, as long as it's something we can do. And you know, we don't ever try to do stuff on random things with BK that we don't know about, or that you know, this is all 100% real. You're seeing my garage at my house most of the time. You know, we're not big time getting paid type YouTubers at this point. We're just a couple of guys trying to spread some knowledge and some love out to the world. So thanks a lot, Harrison. Appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.